Hey, what's going on? This is Garati Joseph, your local realtor here in South Florida. I'm also a husband, a father of three, and a Florida State alumni. Right now, the Seminoles are looking real good. They're undefeated and they're actually in the top four in a long, long time. So we'll see how the season goes with them. Outside of that, I do want to appreciate you taking time out your day to listen to me. As always, just want to add value to you and just keep you informed and abreast on what's going on when it comes to the real estate market here in South Florida, whether it's the commercial side or the retail side. Main thing is just to kind of go over some headline news that stood out to me in this market. And depending on where you're at in your real estate journey, whether you just want to stay informed, whether you just want to make sure you have the right information when it comes to either buying, selling, or even investing here in this South Florida market. The biggest thing is just information and getting the right information, and that's all I really want to do is just give you some good information to just keep you informed and keep you updated on what's going on in the market. Outside of that, let's go ahead and go over the first article that stood out to me. All right, so let's go ahead and do that. All right, so this article is actually coming directly from the South Florida Business Journal. This is more so on the commercial side of real estate. The title of this article is Miami Firm Launches 350 million fund to invest in distressed real estate. All right, so I'm just going to kind of jump into the part that I feel is going to be relevant to know. All right, so this particular company they've reached about 7% of their funding goal. And the whole purpose of them is actually to reach that target of $350 million to eventually go after, not even go after, more so focus on the market down here where there's going to be opportunities to provide funding or even pick up any distressed properties, because we all know that rates have drastically increased in the past, 18 to 24 months. And the biggest thing is there's a number of people holding these commercial loans where these loans are due to mature. Basically, they're going to be due to actually make a full payment within the next year or so. And they don't have too many options if either they're going to sell or refinance, but who wants to refinance to where the rates are today? So this particular company knows there's going to be opportunities in the market to where they can basically capitalize on what they kind of foresee going on here in the South Florida market. So I always kind of have to stay on top of what's going on in the market that you live in and see where there's opportunity to, to make some money. And this is an opportunity for this particular firm to make some money by going after the distressed real estate opportunities that will be coming in the next couple of months here in South Florida. All right, let's go ahead and jump into the next article that stood out to me. All right, let's do that. Next article. Name of this article is, this is actually coming from the Florida Realtors. Name of this article is Lawmakers Eye Backlog and Home Upgrade Program. All right, so this is basically the My Safe Florida Home Program that I actually applied for earlier this year. The whole premise of the program was to provide you up to $10,000 that you can use to make any upgrades to reduce your homeowners insurance costs. The biggest thing is a number of applicants did apply for this, did get approved, but there's a backlog of about 17,000 people that did apply and they're pending approval. And right now there's going to be a special session by the legislator to see if they can find some more money to continue to fund the program, because they see there's a need for the program. And I'm actually one of those applicants that's in that pending status to see if I can get that funding to go ahead and make that upgrade to my home to where I can actually see a reduction in my homeowners insurance policy. So this is a great program by the state. The biggest thing is I guess they got overwhelmed with a number of applicants that did apply, which is no surprise. So we'll see during the special session that the legislation is going to go through if they can actually find some more funding. At the end of the day, it's our money, meaning taxpayer dollars. So if they have the money, they might as well go ahead and you know use it wisely. All right, so let's go ahead and jump into the next article that stood out to me this past week. All right. All right, this one right here is from the South Florida Business Journal. This is a local developer. MMG has 6.6 acres in Miami-Dade County under contract. All right, so here are the plans. So we got a local developer that has a lot under contract located in the West Kendall neighborhood in Miami-Dade County. The actual location of this is the corner of Southwest 26th Street and Coral Way and Southwest 144th Avenue. It's a vacant land. They have it on the contract, as I just said. Biggest thing is for them to actually get the official approval from the local municipality to go ahead and approve it. They plan on actually using this land to build about 200 apartments up to 4 stories high. The biggest takeaway from this is about 13% of it is going to be used towards workforce housing, which is great because we know um, home affordability is a big thing here in South Florida. So I'm glad that that's what they plan on doing with this particular lot. Along with that, they actually plan on using a good portion of the space for retail space, which means job opportunities. So it's kind of a win-win for the residents in the area to actually find a place to live, at the same time have a place to go shop and eat. It looks like they're going to build a grocery store along with a drive-through restaurant, which is kind of cool. So let's see if they can actually get this officially pushed through with the local government. We all know inventory is a real thing. Inventory shortage is a real thing here in South Florida. So anything that they can do to push this through and get this done would be great for the local economy here in South Florida. Beautiful. Now let's go ahead and go over the next article that stood out to me. Like I said, I'm going to keep this short and sweet and just kind of highlight the articles that stood out to me. All right. All right. This right here is pretty interesting. This is coming from the South Florida Business Journal. All right. So the title of this is These Are the Fastest Growing Neighborhoods in South Florida based on the increase in home values over the last 5 years. You guys will be surprised as far as the increase in home values in the past 5 years. Because one thing we have to remind ourselves, normally a healthy market when it comes to appreciation of a home is normally 3 to 5% of appreciation every single year. So this article is saying, hey, in the past 5 years, these are the hottest markets in the South Florida market. So I want you to pay attention to see the appreciation that happened in the past 5 years in these particular zip codes. So we're going to start with number 10, East Little Havana Central Business District. Zip code is 33130. The median home value is 530,000. In the past 5 years, it increased by 77, basically 78%. And remember what I just said, a healthy market is 3 to 5% of appreciation every year. So what, 3 to 5%? I'm going to go on the high end, 5. Let's say we do 5%. So over 5 years, you should see an appreciation of your home of 25%. In this particular case, it's saying about 78% at this zip code right here. All right, number 9, we got the Riviera and University of Miami Coral Gables area, which is 33146. The median home value is about 1.5 million. They saw about an 80% increase during that 5-year span. Number 8 is the Upper East Side, East Little Haiti in Miami, El Hotel Miami Shores, which is 33138. Median home value is about 750,000, and they're seeing an increase of about 82%. So I'm going to jump to the top 3. All right, so the top 3 zip codes that saw a huge increase in appreciation in home value is the Little Havana area, Miami. Zip code is 33135. Median home value is about 474,000. Saw the increase of about 87% as far as appreciation. All right, number two is the Pinecrest and Hammocks in the Gables by the Sea, located in Coral Gables. Zip code is 33156. Median home value is 1.3, and home increase as far as appreciation is about 90% in the past 5 years. And number one zip code that saw the fastest increase as far as median home value and mainly appreciation is in Palm Beach County. Zip code is 33480. Median home value is 1.6 million, and it saw an increase of 140% appreciation in the past 5 years. So we know the market's been crazy down here in South Florida, and it's surprising to see how much appreciation we saw and short these zip codes saw such a short period of time. But we all know main reason behind that is just COVID a part behind that, and mainly because Florida and specifically South Florida is a hot spot for a lot of people want to live down here because the weather, the culture, and the environment. All right, so let's go ahead and jump into the last article that stood out to me. All right, so and this should be relevant to everyone listening in because we know insurance, homeowner insurance, is a real thing in South Florida, and we do have our state-ran insurance company, Citizens. And the name of this article, which is from the Florida Realtors, Citizens Policy Drops Amid Depopulation. All right, so the state insurer of last resort is a last resort for fewer Floridians. Recent depopulation efforts have reduced its coverage by 100,000 policies. So basically, Citizens has been able to drop, not I don't want to use not drop, but more so allow outside insurance companies take off almost 100,000 policies away from them, giving them more so the insurance holders options to not only stick with Citizens, but actually entertain going to other insurance providers that was not available before. This is great because you don't want to be stuck with only having to go with the state ran insurance company, which is Citizens. You want to have the option to go for private insurance provider if it's affordable. Now, the thing with this particular article is does state that Citizens will basically force you to stay with the insurance company that they suggest if it's less than 20% in what you're paying currently with your policy with insurance. Let me give you a prime example. If your policy is $1,000 and they say, hey, company A is willing to basically charge you $1,200, that's about 20% more than what Citizens is charging. Citizens basically saying, hey, you have the option to go with them, but if not, you can stay with us. The only thing I will say with that is the only good thing going with another company, Citizens can be kind of challenging when you do have to file a claim versus going with another insurance provider if you have the option to do so. So it's great to see that we're allowing, or this more so the state of Florida is allowing these other insurance companies to come into the market to provide affordable insurance coverage versus just being forced to go with Citizens because there aren't any other insurance companies able to provide that coverage. So this is great for us Floridians, knowing that hey, we got these insurance companies coming in and providing affordable insurance policies for us to actually choose from versus being forced to stick with Citizens. So with all that being said, that's all the news I have to report for this past week. I appreciate you guys taking time to listen to me. And until next week, and you guys enjoy the rest of your week. All right. Thank you.